All right, Wednesday, last day of qualifying. I'm in the Airbnb house eating some oatmeal. Cold oatmeal. Prepared it days ago, left it in the fridge. Nothing to cook. Voucher milk. And it is 121. Cash at MGM. Monorail to Bally's for the PAT. Monorail back to MGM. More cash. I'll see what I am on the leaderboard in like half an hour. And that's about it. I think I'll end with like 26 hours for the week at MGM, which will almost surely get me in and get me a decent amount of chips. And then tomorrow, interesting next two videos. I haven't told you what I'm planning to wrap things up tomorrow, and might be getting an encore video for this challenge. We'll see. I forgot to mention this. Yesterday when I got to the table at Bally's, there was a guy who was down to $22. He got all in, he lost, he rebought. 2 hands later, the 6 seat lost a pretty big pot to the 8 seat, and Mr. $22 started giving the 6 seat advice. He gave a lot of advice. It was mostly hilarious. I was texting a lot of it to Herbs and Rye. The one quote I remember verbatim, he said, sometimes you just get lucky. Keep dodging bullets. 1-outers, 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 2-outers, 2-outers, 3-outers. I was playing John Jawanda once, limit. He did that to me all night. If anybody can decipher and translate what that actually means, I would love to know what his point was. I couldn't figure it out. Herbs and Rye couldn't figure it out, but it was very entertaining. So I'm gonna go into MGM, and after I play about 3 hours or so, and I'm on the monorail to Bally's, I'll let you know where I stand on the leaderboard. Alright, don't know if I ever filmed in here in Harmon Corner, just south of Planet Hollywood, Bubblegum Shrimp. My favorite pizza place on the strip is over there. Anyway, played about 3 hours at MGM. I'm walking to Bally's now for the free roll in like 45 minutes. Okay, so the last 2 days at MGM. 2 days ago, I played about 4 hours. Yesterday, I played 0, and I moved up about 5 spots on the leaderboard, so I'm fine for it. I was at around 19 hours. I just played 3, so I'm at 22, and I'll probably play like 5 after the free roll and get to 27. So it won't be official until I show up at 11 a.m. tomorrow, but I'm very confident I'm going to do it. I never told you officially that I qualified. I mean, I told you I qualified for this Bally's free roll, but let's go to the graphics and make it official with that awesome checklist I made. 3 out of 5 becomes 4 out of 5. And I'm going to head over there now. You'll probably see me afterwards, after it's over, when I'm walking to the monorail and going back to MGM. I forgot about those limit hold'em stats. I'm sure everyone is on edge, wondering what my limit hold'em stats are. I'll tell you that on the monorail if I remember. How fortuitous that I walked instead of took the monorail. This is the strike. The culinary workers, other workers, they're arresting people. I heard 75 people are going to be arrested. There are the buses to arrest 75 people. I don't know what the point or the goal is, but it's happening. It is definitely happening. Was not easy, but I cashed. We've had like in the high 30s and the low mid 40s entrance into these PATs lately. This one had 66 people. I don't know where they came from, like a third of each table. I've never seen the person in my life, but I'm in cash. Don't know how I did it. I won 1 hand at Showdown before we got in the money, and then I didn't win a hand at Showdown after we got in the money. So I played, I think it was an hour 49 minutes. I won 1 hand at Showdown, and good enough for me because I'm used to it. So I lost with a set very early, like a third of my stack instantly was gone. And then I got a walk, I sold the blinds a couple times, and eventually won it all in right before the bubble burst. So the smaller of the 2 payouts, I got 150, not the big payout 250. I'm gonna head to MGM. I realize I haven't told you about tomorrow's video or the encore video or my limit hold'em stats. Let's do that at the end of the night, because I gotta get to MGM and play some more hours. I'm probably safe at this point, but it's only like 8:15, so I'm gonna go to MGM and play some more hours. All right, it's after 12:30. I got up at 12:30, and I'm pretty sure I qualified. I won't know till I show back up tomorrow. So I told you I moved up a few spots by playing like 4 hours in the last 2 days. It's possible I didn't qualify. I think I've got to 25 hours and 4 minutes. The way I don't qualify and be one of the top 45 hours earners would be if like everyone ahead of me stayed ahead of me. So I played almost 7 hours today. So that means everyone ahead of me, but within 7 hours of my time, stayed ahead of me, played however much they needed to play to stay ahead of me, and everyone behind me played my 7 to catch up to what I did today, and played whatever they had to jump me. So like, say someone were 5 hours behind me, that person only jumped me when I play 7 hours today if that person played 12. 5 behind to begin with, and then match the 7 I played today. So it's possible like the 15 people behind me all played like 20-hour days, and it's possible the people ahead of me stayed ahead of me. It's incredibly unlikely though. So I'm just showing up tomorrow at 11, and there's a 45-person tournament, and that's about it. And 2 guys over there are looking at me weird, but whatever. Limit hold'em stats. So I'll end tonight with that. Long session, 54 minutes. I remember that day in January in Council Bluffs. I think it was 2019. It was 2018 or 2019. Actually, I think it was 2018. It gets really cold in that part of the country, and there was one full table of no limit, and I was 7th on the list, because like normally more than that one table, but when it's like freezing and a blizzard, people don't leave the house sometimes. So it took 54 minutes of playing limit to get my no limit seat. But my average limit session is 13 minutes, and I'm up $398 in 6.7 hours total playing limit in my life. That sounds like a ton of money. 2 promos. So I would play anyway. I don't like just standing there waiting. If I'm first on the list, I'll probably just wait. If I'm like 5th, I'll play whatever. Limit, 2-5 no limit, Omaha 8 if I'm at South Point. So I would play anyway, but especially if there's a promo going on. So twice I hit a promo on January 30th, 2021 at the Horseshoe Baltimore. Me and another guy had the exact same hand that held up, aces full of 10s. It was a $400 high hand. He got 200, I got 200. After the tip, I wound up with 180. And earlier this year in Bally's, I was playing limit while I was waiting and hit a high hand for 200 after the tip, 180. So $360 of it is just promo money. And if you wanted to take out the promo money, it's still not a bad hourly. It's $38 in 6.7 hours, which is 5 and change per hour, which is pretty good for a game people call unbeatable. Everyone says, I mean, I don't know, it's possible, but everyone says, oh, the stakes are too small, the bets are too small, the rake is too high, limit hold'em, at least like, you know, 3-6 and 4-8 is unbeatable. Maybe, maybe not. I mean, there are a lot of people out there who say 1-2 no limit is unbeatable, and that's just wrong, but I have no idea about limit. So if it is, all the more impressive that so far through 6.7 hours, I'm making like 560 and change or something like that. So there's my limit stuff. And tomorrow is the final calendar day. How many videos will it be? Final calendar day of the challenge. More than 1 video to go, and you don't even know what I'm doing after I play the tournament. You'll see that tomorrow, and in the video the day after tomorrow. And remember, rice is a spoon food.